All right, our 5A.2 mastery learning objective is I can calculate the probability of independent events by multiplying simple probabilities. So we need to know what independent events are. Independent events are events that do not affect each other. Affect each other. Okay. Keywords, your biggest keyword will be and. And tells us to multiply. Some other things you need to look for, though, some other keywords are with replacement, and put back. Okay. In this section, everything we do is going to be independent. In our next section, we also add in dependent. So these words here are going to become, we're going to need them more in the next, in 5A.3, because we're not going to be deciding between anything right now. The last thing I want to make sure we know is what a vowel is and a consonant is. Because these will pop up in questions, so it's good to make sure you know which is which. Remember, your vowels are A, E, I, O, U. We are not going to consider Y a vowel. Sometimes Y is a vowel in the English language. We're going to say it's not. Okay? We're just going to say our vowels are A, E, I, O, U. We have 5 of them. Our consonants are letters that are not vowels. Okay? So anything that is not about A, E, I, O, or U is a consonant. Okay? Okay, so we're going to use our die and this spinner to find these probabilities. So we want to find the probability of rolling a 2 and spinning an A. Spinning and landing on an A. So the first thing I'm doing is rolling a 2. So I want the number of 2's over the number total. Then this and tells us to multiply. And spinning an A. So I want the number of A's over the number total. Okay. So the number of 2's, there's 1, 2. Out of 1, 2, 6. Okay? Again, another big mistake is people say there's 1, 2, and then count up everything in both events. These things are separated by the word and. We don't put them together. So there's 1, 2 out of the 6 numbers I can get on the die, and then I'm multiplying. When I go to spin my spinner, there's 1A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 options there. Okay, so there's separate sets of options for these two things. So 1/6 times 1/5, and 1/6 times 1/5, again, we can type that into our calculator. Just 1 divided by 6 times 1 divided by 5. I can type it in as easy as that. If you want to do, right, 1 over, right, times Control divide, 1 over 5. right? It will give you the same answer there. Same thing for number 2, rolling a number greater than 3. So it's the number of numbers greater than 3 over the number total. Right. And again, the alligator eats the bigger number, so if the number is greater than 3, right, it's facing that way, times the number of vowels. So my numbers that are greater than 3, again, 3 is not greater than 3. 3 is equal to 3. So 4, 5, and 6 are greater than 3. So that's 1, 2, 3 of them. For my vowels, A is a vowel and E is a vowel. Oh, I wrote that in blue. That's okay. So that's 2 of them out of 5, right? So now I'm going to multiply these. So I have 3 out of 6 times 2 out of 5. We get 1/5. Okay? So if you just do your multiplication in the calculator, it already reduces it for you, which is nice. All right, looking at number 3, rolling a 5 and spinning a consonant. So that's the number of 5s out of the number total. There's this word and, right? That means to multiply. And then spinning a consonant, so the number of consonants So the only thing that's a 5 is 5, right? So there's 1 of them out of 6. The number of consonants, well, my consonants are B, C, and D. So there's 3 of them out of 5. I'm not going to type it in the calculator anymore, and maybe we, eventually, right, we don't have to do that. So 1 out of 10 is our final answer when I multiply those together. Let me make that multiplication sign a little better, in that correct color. Okay, so I'm still just typing it in my calculator, but again, sake of time, I'm not actually going to show that step. That is what we are doing there. All right, number 4, rolling an even and spinning a C. It is the number of evens the number total. We still have this word and, multiplying. And then the number of C's. Well, my number of evens, let's make that look a little more like evens, there we go. I have 2, 4, and 6 are all even, right? So my evens are 2, 4, and 6. That means I have 1, 2, 3 of them. And my C is, well, it's just that C, right? It's the one thing. And I'm multiplying those. So 3 out of 6 times 1 out of 5. And once again, I get 1/10. Next, we have rolling an odd and spinning a vowel. So number of odds over the number total. And I'm going to scroll up. If you look at your paper, write 1, 3, and 5 are my odd numbers there, right? And then it's the word and, so we're multiplying. Spinning a vowel, so that's the number of vowels. Over the number total. My vowels, again, we did it here, are A and E. So we have 3 odds out of 6 numbers on our die, times, and then we have 2 vowels out of 5 letters on our spinner. So we have 3 out of 6 times 2 out of 5. Again, if you multiply those out, you get 1/5. All right, I believe that is it. That is. Okay. So go ahead and get started working on your activity.